Hi, I'm Kari, owner of Bar 3 North Scottsdale and Bar 3 Paradise Valley. I'm going to show what we typically do towards the end of class, but you can do this wherever you are, at your home, in your living room, in your bedroom. We're finishing up doing core work, so important to strengthen your core for a strong back, tall posture, not just the way that it looks, it's always great too, but for many other things too. So I'm going to show you flat back core with some bookends. So you're going to lower yourself down, reach your legs up towards the ceiling, and then you're going to lower. You can start with just one leg at a time, just adding a scissor, lowering it down. Now the key is to keep pulling your belly button down. Tendency is when we start to lower our legs, our back is going to start to arch off the mat, and then I completely lost my core engagement. So pulling the belly button down, relaxing through the upper body. You can add a lot of layers here. So you can add the arms, lowering your arms down, same arm, same leg, lowering it down. Now with adding this layer, your rib cage might start to pop as well. So you want to keep your ribs knitted together, lowering down. Lift. You can add another layer, lots of layers, adding both legs, both arms. Again, really paying attention to pulling your belly button down. We're starting to strengthen the rectus abdominis as well as the transverse abdominal. That's super important for a strong core. Good. In your last layer, you can actually lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Lift up, lower down, lift it up. Good, and it's about adding control to it as well. So moving with intention instead of rushing through it. Lift it up, you can add a grand finale. You can hold it here, you can hold with your arms back, holding your belly button down, and then hug your knees in towards your chest, rock it out. All right, so getting into another core move. This is with upright core. You can do it with a ball. You can actually take the ball completely away if you want to as well. If you don't have a ball nearby. If not, you can grab one of your kids' balls and that works just as fine. So bringing your hands to heart center, you're gonna hinge back a little bit to engage your core. Holding your belly button underneath your ribs, hips are heavy in the mat. Okay, you relax your upper body so they're not into the equation at all. You can add just twist back and forth right here, starting to heat up the obliques, so side of the ab house, super important. Rectus abdominis is actually engaged as well as I'm hinged back in a hold. Good, lots of layers that you can add on here. Another layer, so you can add, I like to call it the bow and arrow, pull out your inner Katniss, lift up, pull, lift, and then pull. So getting a little bit deeper into your obliques. You can even hold it here after a few of those large range reps, and then pulse, twist, twist. Getting just a little bit deeper. Hold it right here, and then finishing up to your other side. And then lift, and then you can always hold into a grand finale. Those are always fun. Reaching your arms up, melting your shoulders, pull your belly button up and under, and then releasing it. All right, so getting into a cool down towards the end of class or at home, it's really good to stretch out and elongate your muscles. They tend to be really tight throughout the day, so it's super important to lengthen your muscles. A lot of times I like to finish up with a runner's lunge, keeping your knees stacked over your ankle. I'll add in a chest opener to open through your heart. Holding this here. It's good to bring your right hip bone up towards the ceiling to release your psoas, your hip flexors. They tend to be very, very tight. Opening up through your chest. We tend to be very rounded in society as general, just with technology. So this is really good to open up. Holding this, and then you can always layer on into a hamstring stretch. So pressing back, you can bring your hands down to frame your foot, bringing your toes towards your face, reaching your tailbone back to lengthen your hamstring. Hamstrings tend to be very, very tight, especially for any runners or hikers, so it's really good to elongate the muscles again here. Another great cool down stretch is for your inner thighs, extending one leg out, one leg comes in, reaching up and over. It's great for your inner thighs, also for the side of the body, getting into your lats, opening up, elongating. Good. You can hold it here. You can even rotate up towards the ceiling, get into your shoulders a bit more. You can stay here or layer on again, getting your hamstrings, hinging forward, kind of squaring off your hips, bringing your toes towards your face. Good, and lengthening out your hamstrings a bit more.